Here we go! Man, this was a crazy fucking week. Crazy week. I'm gonna do my best not to lose my shit a little bit.
Did you hear about dude for the Jets? The White. So okay, so no, wait, not just the player, not just about the player part, right? Not just the player part. There's a dude in Jersey who actually bet on White. Okay, he bet on White. All that he missed on his parlay was the win. Now he needs Pat Mahomes to throw for like 425 yards to win his bet, and he'll win 125 grand.
Damn. See why I be saying them little parlays? You know what I mean?
Man, but if you
Flip 10 into 1,200, 12,000. Dude, you can do $3 bets if you put 15 of them bitches in there.
Mm-hmm. All right.
You got better odds than the fucking lottery. I'll tell you that.
That's true.
Any day.
That is
because you can put your
very
knowledge
true.
to it too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, I'm gonna stop it. For you is how bad does it have to get for them to get rid of Mike Zimmer?
Man.
I mean,
I'm at a loss. I'm the only reason why I'm at such a loss of it is because I feel they should have done it already.
well, okay. So when you say they should have done it already, do you mean they should have done it already this season or prior to the season?
Should have done it already this season.
You think they should have let go of him during the season already?
I think they should have let go of him. Let me see. What was their?
They were 500 until yesterday.
I mean, they're 500 to get granted. Yes.
Until yesterday. It is a
Oh,
win
which-
first league, though, for sure. Don't get me wrong.
That's the big part of it. But the thing
They
is, though,
actually
is
were on a 2-game win streak. Remember, we said if they lost that game to Detroit, that he should have got fired. So he kept winning these games that should have got him fired. So this is realistically the first opportunity you could have to fire him. Like,
so I would have said even, I think, you know what, in my opinion, in all honesty, full transparency, much love. I think even with that win over Detroit, he should have been fired.
Yeah. He admitted to even this time. You saw the game, right? You know the 2 timeouts, the second one. You know who called that?
You know, we're using a lot of this for your episode.
I know,
I'm
in a
just
way,
making
I
sure.
want to kind of talk it out. So I don't go crazy.
Okay, I got you. So
that's why I snapped earlier too. So maybe if it's good, you can snatch some out of here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I feel you. I'd be happy too. That was a big dub.
Oof.
Wait. Oof. Should Baker have played?
My opinion, I don't think it would have made a difference. I think it would have got the same out of Keenum. Keenum might have.
Here's my thing. Keenum got 2-3 plays in him a game where he just be like, "Oh shit, thanks Keenum. Goddamn, how to do that?"
I think Case Keenum's kind of like Kyler Murray with that D-Hop chuck in the air on Thursday night. He just threw it and D-Hop made that play with a stop and go and made the catch. So I think that's kind of what Case has in him. Like you said, he's got 2 or 3. Like, I'm just gonna chuck it and see what happens. And hey, I got OBJ. He'll do one of his one-handers.
Or is that a smart play?
No.
Would you take? I'd take D-Hop over anybody.
No, of course. No, D-Hop. Oh yeah, D-Hop. Yes.
Right. So it's like
but they got OBJ. I mean, shit.
I don't know.
OBJ still OBJ, but I mean, is he OBJ? That's the story to talk about too with Cleveland. Is Cleveland trying to say something about OBJ, or is OBJ saying something about, or not saying something, but reminding everybody about Cleveland?
All right, so I'm gonna. This is gonna be all right. So here's my take on it. Kevin Stefanski, I've seen him a lot. He's calling plays. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody thinks he's an offensive genius, but he's really been running the same offense that I've been seeing. This wide zone. Excuse me, play action constantly.
Run the ball, establish the play action, right?
Run the ball. And you know who wanted to leave that offense? Stephon Diggs. Because it overemphasizes the running back and it's not modern football anymore.
I got you.
So
it's not the
that plague. I'm sorry.
That's okay. No.
The same problems that plague the Vikings plague the Browns.
Makes sense.
Where you just see wide receivers just vanish because it's not really about establishing the passing game and getting your offense in a rhythm. It's about establishing the run. And it's putting your will on the other team, or all the old cliches that don't seem to work anymore.
Right.
And then I heard Collinsworth make make a comment in the booth. I want to say it was him. When you run the ball constantly, you always set yourself up for holding calls. The more you run the ball. And if you think about it, you know what? I don't know. I would like. I'm curious about that stat. More holding calls. What would you think? Is it on the run or the pass?
That's a good question. That maybe something. While you let's go back to the Zimmer talk. We backed up. So let's get this out. Let's get this out now. Like you said, before we do the channel.
My beef with Zimmer is, dude, you have to be able to. I mean, if you cannot manage the game, hire somebody to do that for you. Like I've heard. I'm just going to regurgitate things that I agree with that other people have said. All right. Football is the ultimate team game. Everybody has a job to do. And if you can't do a specific skill set, then fucking hire somebody to do it for you. But how do you go to the into the end of the half with one timeout and you don't even get a playoff? Like, what are we even doing? Why are we waiting? Call the timeout. What's the problem here?
Well, go ahead.
I think Kirk Cousins is sabotaging the Vikings to get Zimmer fired, personally. I think he got into it, and it might not be Zimmer. It might be Kubiak, and him and Kubiak don't get along. I don't know. I'm not privy to these details, but Kirk was pissed the fuck off in the first half, and then from that moment forward, he was like, I ain't throwing it down. Watch this 90 passer rating, throwing nothing. But how did our fullback have more targets than Justin Jefferson? What? So what's the problem? And I'm seeing replays of people are open downfield, so Kirk's not throwing it downfield. And if it's just because the old line's bad, I can't. It's so weird to see someone drop far down.
It could also be the defense. The defense trying to go and maybe kind of stick to that. I don't want to say that's the Tampa 2, but
man, but
because they're trying to contain Thielen and Jefferson, so they don't want.
Here's my thing, though.
And it leaves a lot of the open in the middle. That's just what I was trying to say.
You're right, and it does leave a lot of open. And guess who got killed on the fuck? Because guess who sits in cover 2 all day when we blitz every fucking play? We do. And guess who had a beautiful play down the seam for a fucking touchdown? I had fucking Harrison Smith doing one of these. Come on, man.
Oh, man.
It wasn't a bad play at that point, but my point is you get killed down the seams when you sit in the same defense. And if they can do it, why the fuck can't we? Like, we got 2 of the top 30. I don't even care what you want to put them in. They way higher than that. But let's just give them top 30 still. Why aren't we passing the ball?
Right.
We got Osborne. I give Dallas credit, too. They was in there playing defense, but I mean, man, that was brutal. I'm gonna give.
I come to realize when we and we haven't posted it yet. My apologies, whichever post first or not, it's still in production. Sorry, we've been dealing with some shit. Okay,
yeah, hell yeah.
We've been dealing with some shit.
Oh well.
Anywho, we back rolling along. Anywho, when we were talking about our choices or thoughts of who would be defensive rookie of the year, you saw Micah Parsons, and you're like, yeah, he hasn't done much. So really, he didn't stand out against compared to others.
Right.
That motherfucker's a tackling machine. We have 11 in the game.
He was fast. I mean, he had 11 because every ball was behind the goddamn line of scrimmage.
That's true. It's right in front of him.
500 run plays is what we had?
Right, and the run plays were either there. I don't think was there. I didn't get the first half, but was there ever a run play outside of the tackles?
Man. There was a couple.
Other than Cook creating it on himself, his own, or himself.
Again, it almost feels like I beat this horse all the time. But like, how long does Udo have? Like, How many more holdings can our right guard have? How many more fucking dumbass plays can we have from him? We're not running the fucking ball, so obviously he's not run blocking. So what are we doing? Put Wyatt in there. He can't be no damn worse. And that's why Zimmer should be fucking fired. I've been talking about this shit. It's too much. His ego is too big. Get him the fuck out, please. And welcome back to
Here We Go. I'm always a half second late. Yeah, and grr.
It's gotta look. He's very upset right now.
Well, you gotta get the full face, gotta get the nostrils in there and everything.
All right. Well, another week, another loss, another. What the hell is Mike Zimmer doing?
Yeah, that's another episode though.
Yeah,
it's another episode. Well, who's?
Yes.
Or how you? Whoa. How was that?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Whoa.
I heard way too much. Here we go, Cowboys.
Oh.
In the stadium. Kind of disappointing all the way around. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Right. Right.
It was a nightmare.
That's what happens when you go against all those America's teams, the Packers. Man, even the commentator is saying it's 50-50.
Yeah, but them refs,
the Cowboys.
them refs was even giving us to us. They gave us 3 calls. They should have gave us 4. If they was calling them, they should have gave us 4.
I was so close to texting and be like, you can't blame the refs this week.
Nah, definitely not. Definitely
Could not.
I mean, they were all calls. They should have called because they were all cheap shots. But I mean, it's football. I also saw, Harrison Smith rub his arm into the old dude's face when he was going down.
Harrison's getting a little chippy this year, hasn't he?
Man.
Is he a little bitter? Did he get divorced?
I think he's getting up there. I think he's getting tired of the shit.
Tired of getting beat?
Tired of Zimmer yelling. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, honestly. I can't figure it out myself.
It's hit that point. You officially hit that point?
Man, I'm at the point where it's almost reset button time. Wait, let me just rephrase. It's reset button time. It's do we reset prior to the end of the season button time? Is the question.
Was it someone that, I don't know if it was, they responded to your tweet or our tweet about, it just feels like the Vikings never actually hit the reset button. They always just kind of stay in that
there's a
mid-transition where it's not really we're going to do the full-on rebuild.
We're going to win every year.
It's like we're going to let some go and try to fix those pieces, but we're still going to keep because the conversation was trading Thielen and Cook.
No, do not.
Fire Zimmer, trade Thielen, Cook, get rid of those big contracts.
They're not big contracts.
And go from there.
There's only one elephant in the room contract.
Right. Funny you mentioned it. They didn't even mention about him.
And realistically speaking, if we're really trying to get rid of some money, that's where
the money is right there.
On the cap. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money for a quarterback that's scared to throw the ball past the damn sticks. He didn't have a single ball. Maybe he had it. I don't know. It was awful. Awful.
We'll save that again for another episode. We're dwelling a little bit.
My bad.
So it's okay. It's good to be back. We've been gone for a little while. We're here. We're back talking football.
Yeah.
We got our. What are we gonna do? We can do our picks. Or we doing our bets this time around? Which one are we gonna do?
Let's start out with the picks.
All right, we're gonna do our picks. Good. Let's get through these bad boys.
All right, so let's start out with the first game of the week. We got the New York Jets visiting the Indianapolis Colts. Indy's favored by 10.5.
Man, I guess no white magic on this one, huh?
Over under's 46.5. Is that what they're calling him? White magic? Oh,
no.
I guess his name is White, so I guess it was. Damn, really? White magic?
White magic? No, I don't know. That. Anywho.
I voted for him to get the FedEx Air Player of the Week.
Player of the Week, man. 405 yards.
And 3 TDs. He put up a good game. He was out there trying to take it from Tom Brady.
Yes, sir.
Anytime you up there talking with Tom Brady, it was a good week. It was a good week.
He had
a new quarterback. It was a couple of them.
He had one of those debuts. Yeah, definitely one of those.
Yeah, so I believe
I think it was the second best yards for a debut for a rookie debut. Yeah,
I see it. He killed it. Those some stupid numbers, especially in the modern NFL where they like to pass. Huh.
400 yard.
I guess it depends on what team we're talking about.
You would have figured by this time around, man, 400 yard game was almost the norm. How they like to spread it out so much lately.
That's what I'm saying. 300, well, not 400, but 300. 300 used to be like an amazing day. Now that's like business as usual, unless you Kirk Cousins checking down every time. Anyways, all right.
Check down.
Over under 46.5. Me personally, I'm just going to say beginner's luck is out the way. Welcome back to reality. We got some film on the cat. Colts been on fire. Wentz had an awful pick. He looked, man.
Did he break both his ankles again?
I'm still going to go with the Colts. Boy, Pittman Jr. being 8.
Yeah.
That boy Taylor Cole, I like the Colts a little bit. Might say quarterback.
I can't lie. I got DeForest Buckner on my fantasy. He's a killer of a beast. Yeah.
You said that like you didn't know that shit. That boy Buckner been killing it for a while.
Well, the reason being is because my other defensive tackle is my vote for defensive player of the year, Mr. Cam Hayward. Stole my focus is looking at him.
I was in agreement with you that it was Cam Hayward, and then I was in agreement with you that it was Watt. So it can't be neither one of them.
You don't think so?
Nah, because they both got each other. It's a dynamic duo. I think we need to start tag teaming them as the dynamic duo.
I mean, shoot.
It's like Superman and He-Man over there beating on dudes.
I would say more, man, who how can I compare them?
Who? We
got the Thing and the Hulk.
Hold on, we already got Juggernaut. So we got the Juggernaut. We got the Juggernaut.
So we're gonna go Marvel, X-Men. So we got the Juggernaut and Colossus. Okay. Hayward being Colossus. Hence the Ironhead relation.
Hayward's the Juggernaut.
Oh, that's Hayward's the Juggernaut. Damn.
We trying to find somebody for
Colossus. For what, man? Wolverine, but he ain't a Wolverine. He's a Wisconsin Badger. He a Badger.
You wish he was a Wolverine.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, you're right. His brother.
He'd be offended if we called him the Wolverine.
Exactly. I'm gonna back. You saw it, TJ. I did myself.
So he went to Wisconsin. No, stick with the Marvel. I don't know no Marvel dudes really. You know me. I'm not into all the.
That's why I said like the Hulk.
Superhero.
I'd go the Hulk.
The Hulk and the Juggernaut.
The Hulk and the Juggernaut.
Dynamic duo. I mean, we're going to have to post. That's going to be the next poll. What the two dynamic duo superheroes should be for Cam. Make a gift for those two niggas together. That'd be dope.
Definitely.
All right. For later.
Hey.
All right, so who'd you pick? I didn't hear who you got.
No, I didn't get to pick. I'm going to go Indy on this one too. Though White had an amazing game in their debut, the Jets still lost.
Did they?
Yeah, they lost. So no, they're playing Cincinnati.
They won, did they? I'm pretty sure they won. Yeah, they got their second win of the year and beat Cincinnati.
Oh, that's right. They did win. They almost lost.
They almost lost. Since he choked at the end.
Lost. Right, My bad.
That's why.
See, I'm all discombobulated and conjoined and everything on that. So, anywho, so they got the win. Okay. So, all right. I mean, you're still playing the Colts.
I mean, yeah, because the Jets on a win streak.
But
win streak.
But the one thing we forgot Thursday night, they're on the road.
Matter though.
You don't think so?
A win streak? Nah, I don't think so. Prove me wrong. Go ahead, White.
I think Indy. Well, you know what? I think Indy's going to be a little bitter off of the that loss to Tennessee.
That's what I'm saying. And at home, they're going to come out punching.
I think so. I'm still calling Indy on it, though. I don't know. I don't think maybe they won't cover the 10.5, but I still got Indy.
That's a good point. They probably ain't going to cover that 10.5.
Nah.
Yeah. I don't see the Jets winning that one. All right, so that takes us on to the next game.
Yes, we got the division rivalry of the Cleveland Browns. How you doing? How's? Anywho, against the Cincinnati Bengals.
It's the Ohio battle.
Yeah, the Battle of Ohio, which Ben dominates there anyway. But we go back to that later. Yeah, Cincinnati's favored by 2.5 with an over-under of 47.
Ooh, that's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points.
Not really.
47?
24-23.
24-23?
Nah.
I can see that with both.
Though. Yeah, for Cleveland, that's
I can see for Cincy, too. Cincy can break off.
I agree. Since he can break off, I'm saying Cleveland ain't been putting up points.
No, they have not.
That's who I'm talking about. Is not.
Yeah. If you're gonna let this, yeah.
I don't know. Hey, but it's that offense. That offense. It looks very familiar.
And it's the NFL. We'll get that to anyone, but
I mean, they've been pounding it in the league for the last 4 or 5 years. You would think the defenses are now figuring out how to stop the Y zone. I mean, it's looking like they do. It was like back when the cover 2 was the thing for a while with Leslie Frazier back in, what was it, the teens? It was a while ago.
But you can even go back even into the 2000s with the Tampa 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the Tampa 2.
The Tampa 2 with Kiffin.
Man, but then quarterbacks
the good Kiffin.
Yeah, I mean, hit him on the seams. Hit him on the comebacks. Hit him on the outside. I mean, you get him crossing again, low below. You got options. You got options,
definitely. Yes.
You just got to know what you're looking at. So, anyways. So, where were we at?
So we just started. Yeah, we're again. It's been a minute, so we actually haven't seen each other in about a week.
2 weeks.
Almost 2 weeks. So yeah,
we watched the games. Yeah,
it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So we're a little rambling with each other. We're kind of catching up at the same time.
It's all right.
That's how it goes. Anywho, we got Cleveland, Cincinnati. I'm gonna go Cincinnati on this one. I think Cleveland is returning to Cleveland, if you know what I mean. The Browns are going to be the Browns. Hey, it was a good try. He made the playoffs last season. But you are the Browns. Anywho, I got Cincy.
And for that alone right there, that's why I'm going to go with Cleveland.
Yeah?
Because I don't think Cleveland can take 2 division losses like that. I don't think their ego can. I think they finna check everything at the door. Stefanski don't play. I think it's the rivalry. That defense is going to be in Burrows.
Yeah. They got
that boy Miles going to bounce back because Ben was talking shit. I'm telling you. I think Cleveland's going to come back with something to prove. They can't let this slip away, right? They fell to the bottom of the division
for those who don't know the reference about Ben talking shit. Myles Garrett, for his Halloween decoration, had tombstones of all his quarterbacks that he was facing. That he was facing. Because even Murray talked shit. Because he's like, why'd I get a headstone, bro? I didn't get a sack. He said that at the end of the game. Well, he didn't say I didn't get a sack. He just said, why'd I get a headstone? But even then, in Ben's response for the headstones, he's like, keep the headstone. I'll take the dub.
Did you see Bruce Smith's response to Myles Garrett's outfit?
No, I did not.
Oh, my God.
Was this on the tweet? Okay. I keep trying to get to it, and then more tweets. By the way, for y'all followers on here, we scroll for Twitter. Whoopsie. Wahoo. Anywho, all followers on Twitter, subscribers on YouTube, followers on TikTok. Thank you once again. I was starting to grow a little bit, so please keep following. Share, man. Share the love.
We're gonna keep grinding.
Anywho, so yes. We're talking about a recent video posted on Bruce. Yes.
All right. So you saw he had the little coffins on his back.
Right.
He was like, that was cute. Now let me show you a real graveyard. And he had his front yard. Dude, he had probably 100 different quarterbacks on there. And he just walked with his video. And it was like Steve Young, Joe Montana. It was like, Bubby, every quarterback you can think of from like the 80s to the 90s. Had their little thing.
Doesn't he hold the record for most in a career?
Nah, I think he got passed. He might not have got passed, but I know he's well over 100. He was over.
He had a record. I know he had a record.
He had it for a while.
No, he had the single season record.
Strahan broke.
And then Strahan broke it. Right.
Yeah, but I know he had over 100 sacks. I mean, he's got
a lot. I mean, if he had 21 in one season, shit. And that's one season. And then compared to his elaborate career that he's had over with the Bills, woo! Yeah.
Got the rings. I feel his pain. I feel his pain.
Yeah.
And the sad part is Bills look way closer than us again. And I don't know. We got to do something in Minnesota because this shit ain't working. It ain't working, y'all. Clean it up, please. But we'll get to that later.
At another time. Now to the next game.
We're on to the next. We got Denver at Dallas. Is Dak back? Dak's gonna be back.
Dak is gonna be back. I think that was the whole reason they sat him for this one.
He looked good in pre-warm-ups. I was shocked they didn't play him.
They're looking more long term. They want him. Yeah. I want to play the last game of the season.
Dallas is favored by 9.5 with the 49.5 over under.
I'm thinking they're thinking it's gonna be a blow. I guess 9.5. They're expecting it to be a blowout.
Yeah, it's 30-20.
Must be.
That's about it. So personally, I mean, I'm gonna agree with the line. I mean, you don't get a 9.5 favorite just for nothing.
Right.
Denver just traded away Vaughn, so that's the end of. I mean, not the end, but that defense definitely took a step back with that.
Right. And then their other D linebacker or defensive end. I want to say Chubb, but that's not Chubb. It's close to that. I know I'm butchering your name. I'm sorry, but. Yeah, he's on the IR, so the defense is down.
Okay.
I know they're trying to unload. I think Fuller on the cornerback on the defensive side. So I think they're trying to unload. I think it's a dumpster fire at this point, and
build for the future. I mean, that's second and third. More firepower to get Deshaun, I guess, maybe.
Right.
You know, they were getting whispered about getting them before. I also heard them getting whispered about Aaron Rodgers. So
maybe I don't know now if they're going to be dumping that defense like that. So.
Yeah,
maybe they're just going rebuild.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I agree with you on this one. I'm going to go with Dallas as well. I think it's going to be a pretty lopsided win.
Yeah, I mean,
that defense was impressive. Actually, I was impressed. I mean, I want to say Kirk's a punk, but it's not really all on Kirk.
Kind of tough on that one, ain't it?
The line can keep getting pushed back into you, and we know we don't do well under those circumstances. So
rough. It's rough, and they got what, 5-2 record, 6-2.
6-2 now.
They're 6-2.
Maybe 6-1 with the bye, because they had a bye, 3-3.
Did they have the bye?
Yeah. So they're 6-1. They're 5-1. They're on like a 5-game win streak.
Right. There's something. I don't know. They're leading the division, and that was the thing. Oh, that was it. I think they were 5. Wait, are they 6-1 now?
Yeah, I think they are. For real. I think.
Because they're 5-1, and I remember watching on the or listening on the radio pregame that the Cowboys were okay to take the loss because it wasn't going to have a heavy impact on the division standings.
Yeah, they were all right. That's why they were like, we'll rest him, put Rush out, see what he can do. He ain't never had a start, but he's been there working forever. So
right.
I respect it. I mean, he was out there. Our cornerbacks were giving like a 7.5 yard, 10 yard cushion. I mean, as long as it's a big cushion, I mean, shit, run a stop every time. They were scared of getting the top blown off the top, but the best safeties in football. Anyways, all right, so on to the next game.
Oh my goodness, we'll get this out of the way. Sorry about that. All right, next game we got. I'm gonna call this one the Toilet Bowl.
Dang.
Both teams are 1-7. Got the Houston Texans at the Miami Dolphins. I think Taylor's back though, right? Is he back? Or at least he got activated.
Who?
Tyrod Taylor.
Is he?
I thought he was back. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, I was glad to hear Tyrod's back. I'm gonna switch up my pick on this one. Tyrod is back.
Well, that's what I thought I saw in there because that's why in my fantasy I played Cooks. I was like, okay, Tyrod's back. Cook's gonna actually get some catchable passes, not to his ankles. But I don't know. I guess I was wrong because he didn't do shit this week. Anywho, but either way, we got Miami. So here's maybe he's not because they got Miami favored by 7 points over under of 46.5. Right.
Like a decent under though.
These
teams score 46.
That's what I was saying. Like 46, really? Really?
Yeah, I might have to add that to the list.
24-23. What the? I don't know. Well, I ain't touching with that one. Yeah, with those teams because for one, you got Miami, who their quarterback doesn't even know if they want him there. Like he didn't even. Do I come in today? Do I not come in today? What should I do? Oh no. Do they love me anymore? I think I actually there's something him saying about that or so. I don't know. But anyway.
But it happens,
Yeah.
Ask Sam Darnold.
True. Yeah, but he didn't get Adam Gase on this one. It was just crazy too. Speaking of coaches, Brian Flores coming from that Belichick tree. Everyone but Belichick succeeds from that tree.
So far, yeah. So, yeah, there's so many interesting things. I don't know who I want to go with or what I want to go with, but yeah, there's a lot of interesting things.
Yeah, so it's
coaches. I'm for the.
It's gonna be a crazy.
I think there's gonna be some picking.
So this past off season was like the off season of quarterback movement. I think there'll be a lot of head coach movement again this season. This off season, it's gonna be very interesting.
We definitely own that carousel. I'll tell you that.
So I'm going with Miami in this game. I forgot. I'm not. As you tell the interest in I have in this game. I'm going Miami. You're going Houston.
Yeah, why not? Who cares?
If Tyrod's playing, go Houston. If not,
who cares? Miami.
If anything, we're definitely not going on. We're not taking the over on this.
If you're gonna bet on that, take the under.
Please. Anyway. No. Anywho, next game.
Atlanta at New Orleans. New Orleans is favored by 6 at home with a 42.5 over under.
And that's not knowing who's going to start for New Orleans.
Yeah, that's why yeah.
Is Hill
favored by 6? Hill's in concussion protocol.
Right. They say he might come back this week. You got Simeon. Sorry.
Trevor Simeon.
Steve Simeon. Simeon.
He used to be on the Vikings. That's the only reason I know that. So
there you go.
Yes.
I actually watched him play when I went to San Diego. This is how long ago it was. I went to San Diego to watch the Broncos play the Chargers on Thursday night. Simeon was a starter.
That was a while ago. I didn't even know he was still in the league, honestly.
But, yeah, that's what happens. Yeah. Anywho, Atlanta against New Orleans. Not knowing who's going to start for New Orleans. They don't care. It don't matter. That's Atlanta's D ain't what it used to be, in my opinion. And you got the Kamara Ingram combo back together.
Yeah, I mean it looks all right. I mean it's a good job. As long as they can really run an offense. But in my personal opinion, I like what Atlanta's actually been doing. I follow Cordero. I love that.
I know.
He's one we should have never let go, but Zimmer do Zimmer shit sometimes, and we lose a lot of good ones sometimes. You got an asshole for a coach. So
that's what happens.
Not everybody can deal with the asshole forever. Hopefully, everybody's getting a little frustrated with it without the results. You can be an asshole if you're winning. But even then, that shit only lasts so long.
See, there's a difference between being liked and being respected.
Yeah, and
now Zimmer don't gotta be liked, but is Zimmer being respected in that behind them doors?
You gotta earn respect after a while. In 8 years, 2 playoffs. I mean,
that's it. 2 playoffs, really?
Yeah, right.
I thought it was more. Wow.
I mean, lady, you gotta walk the walk. I'm tired of hearing the motherfucking talk. Anyways, that has nothing to do with this game.
Yeah, we're talking Atlanta, New Orleans.
Yeah, like I was saying, I like what Patterson's been doing. Pitts has been picking it up. They still got a good quarterback. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, did you see what happened to his hand though?
It was bloody, but he kept playing.
Yeah, that's true. He kept playing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know, Matty Ice. That's true. Matty Ice being Matty Ice.
Leave Matty Ice alone. They're gonna tune it up. It's a division rivalry game. Anytime you can punch your division rival in the mouth, you punch him in the fucking mouth.
But it's in Islands.
That's why.
You gonna punch him more in the mouth?
Yeah, hell yeah, he's going to.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think the defense is going to be the difference maker. I think the Saints' defense is what's going to win that.
It could do it. So yeah, it'll be a good game. I don't know about the 6-point spread though. I picked Atlanta to cover for sure for one of my bets. So But we'll see. I got them winning straight up, so of course they're going to cover 6 points.
Right. Yeah. It's a good one.
Yeah, sweet one.
All right, moving along, we got the Las Vegas Raiders. Why I always get the Raider games to announce them? Raiders.
Meant to be, because then we get to watch you do that.
Against the New York Football Giants. Vegas is favored by 3, only 3. On the road. 47.5 over under. They're expecting, I guess, for it to be a high-scoring game. We're watching this Kansas City Giants game right now. I don't think so. But anywho, who you got, Nathan?
I'm going to go with the Las Vegas Raiders. I like what they've been doing. They do have a pretty decent team.
They do. They're a surprise.
I mean, they've been kind of, since the Gruden thing, they've been decent. So it might be a team that wants to make a point because they don't have to deal with their asshole coach.
And I'm glad you made that point there. I think that bye week came at the wrong time. That momentum and that rejuvenation of okay, he gone. We won that game, that first game for our interim coach. Let's get that. Oh, I'm going to the beach. Never mind. Go home for 3-4 days instead. And
until Barkley's back, that team don't got a shot, dude. And I don't think he's gonna be back.
Even hyping up Booker right there.
I didn't hype him up. I picked him up for the week.
You picked him up for the week, but I mean, he outran Jacobs when he was on the Raiders.
Yeah, and I mean that's good. I'm not saying.
And this bro just broke off. Oh, there's a flag. There's always a flag.
Football. There's always a flag.
And that was your boy Booker too that broke up, man. Holding.
Yeah, he's walking the wrong way. Have a good one. They walked the wrong way. So.
Oh wait, hold on. They called that on the defense.
Hands to the face.
Roughing the passer on a running play.
It was a pass.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he dumped him out the back.
Oh fuck. That means those yards went to Jones. I'm playing against Jones. God.
Yeah, passing yards. Those are receiving yards.
Damn it.
Ooh, but they count good for me.
Anywho.
I need 15 a day, y'all. That was a good sim right there. All right, anyways. Back to what we were supposed to be doing.
So sorry, I was talking about how I think the bye week came at the wrong time to give that momentum run for the Raiders, and I think they're gonna trip over their shoelaces on this one, and the Giants get the win.
All right, well, I can respect it. All right, so on to our next game. We got the New England Patriots, who've been looking amazing lately. Not surprised. Going to Carolina. New England is only favored by 3.5 with a 41 over. I mean, I'm just going to get mine out the way. Easy New England pick to me. Carolina's been a disaster. They started amazing, but since McCaffrey went down,
everything revolves around McCaffrey and that offense.
Right. And then Darnold's out with the concussions. Yeah.
Is he out with concussion?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's an easy one right there. I'm going to go with the Patriots. How about you? What you got?
I got the Patriots as well on this one. I think the same thing. I think the wheels have fallen off in Carolina. I think they jumped the gun making all those trades and whatnot, for Gilmore and for Henderson. They traded for 2 cornerbacks when they already had, I think, a top 10 defense. I was going to lose anyway, so I don't even know why I'm so bitter about it. Freaking Kyler Murray and his goose egg of a game. Anywho, I got Carolina. We'll just move along.
You got Carolina. I think.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I meant New England.
I
got Carolina to lose. Yeah, because they are just... They're like that, that kid that got their first allowance. Yeah. And he goes to the store and he's like, I'm going to buy this. And then next thing you know, he wants something else. Oh, you already bought that? Sorry.
Gone.
So they're going to hurt them. I think they hurt themselves in for not just this season, but longer with what they did. Anywho, Carolina losing, New England wins.
Yeah, I would go with the over if I had to on this one.
I wouldn't.
41's a little low. Carolina score a point or two.
No, yeah. Maybe.
So, on to the next.
On to the next is Buffalo. Man, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, nice, beautiful weather. Good time to go,
November, yeah. It's been nice, little cool. Too bad no one's going to really watch the game on TV. I want to see if anyone's in that pool in Jacksonville. They have a pool on the field. Did you know that?
If they have a pool on the field, then yes, people will be there, because even if Jacksonville fans ain't there, there's going to be a couple somewhere inside.
Sitting in that pool. They're like 70. They're like it's 69 degrees. That's okay. Oh,
yeah, come on now.
I'm breaking a sweat. Anywho,
stop playing.
Buffalo is favored by 14 points. I'm not surprised with that. Over under 49. Not surprised with that. Who you got?
Yeah, I mean, this is no brainer. This is Buffalo. I mean, they're favored by 14. That's like college spreads almost. So, yeah, I wouldn't bet on this game, though.
No.
Jacksonville's offense actually been, Lawrence getting a little better.
Yeah, he is.
A little bit. He's been looking a little better. He's taking steps.
He is.
I watched a couple. He's been progressing.
Yeah, that's right. I tried to snatch Marvin Jones from you, and you still got him.
You know who's been progressing? Boy, Fields. I watched that game.
Yeah. We'll get to that game later.
He's Kyler Murray a little bit. The boy got a little Kyler Murray in them legs, boy. But anyways, all right. What was that? We both pick Buffalo on this one?
We got Buffalo.
All right, so on to the next game. I'll just talk quickly. Minnesota at Baltimore. On the road, Baltimore's favored by 5.5 at home. They have a 49.5 over under.
You expect a shootout.
Man, if the Vikings win, it's going to have to be probably something like that. Because if our offense goes out and does what they just did last week, that's going to be a hell. So, if I was betting, I would be betting for Baltimore. But since I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan, I'm going to pick the Minnesota Vikings to win. They're going to go in there, and they're going to do... No, they're not. I'm still going to pick the Vikings.
You're still going to pick the Vikings. So I'm kind of almost in agreement with you. Yes, if they lose, I think Zimmer. I mean, we talked previously before. Yeah, I think he should have been fired even after the Detroit loss, or the Detroit win. But I'm thinking just like what they did against Detroit, they're going to do here against Baltimore. They're going to get that win, and Zimmer's going to keep his job for another week, just to piss you off.
All right. So,
that's not me cheering to piss him off. I'm saying that's just Vikings karma.
I'm just going to rebut it on why we would lose. We lost to Neil Hunter, so we're not going to have any pass rush, which means that boy Jackson's going to have a field day on us.
Running or passing?
Both.
I don't think that. Who's he going to pass to? Hollywood?
Andrews. Who's going to stop him?
All your quarterbacks that you be raving about.
Man.
Dantzler
is going to be on the outside. He's in the middle. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see it.
Where's Breland? How's Breland doing lately?
Oh my God, I'm not going to talk about Breland. I'm just going to leave it alone.
Let's not talk all pro, because we know where all pros at.
No.
You heard.
All right, so I'm just going to stick with the Minnesota. We're going to move right along. We just going to
My bad.
This ain't my recap. I ain't got time. I've been working on my mood. I've been breathing. I've been working. I've been reading this book on focus.
Oh.
It's been helping a lot. The Vikings been giving me lots of practice to practice.
I needed this session. I needed this episode. This is my bad. I don't mean to.
Mind is the book, by the way. Shout out. It's a good, amazing book. I recommend it to anybody. Anybody who has any type of issues with mood or focus.
Available on Audible and Amazon. Anywho, moving on to the next game. We both got Minnesota, even though we're like, but we're moving on. Anywho. Okay. So we've got the LA Chargers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. Chargers only favored by 2.5. Keep it close. Over under a 50. I think they're thinking of another 38-point Eagles rally or something there. And by the looks of it, looks like you think the same.
Yeah, I'm actually not. I'm going to go with Philly winning this one. I don't think it's really going to be a shootout as everyone's projecting. Herbert just is seeming flat lazy.
Sophomore year, that sophomore slump can kick in sometimes.
He just seemed a little flat. He seemed a little off a little bit this year. So I don't know what it is. I mean, he looked good when he first came back to start the year, but maybe, the body's not where it's at. The NFL's a tough place, and the more film they got on you, the more they start to find exactly. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just no longer on the Chargers bandwagon. They've been losing too many for me. So, yeah, I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna say Philly. Philly's actually been looking the opposite. It looks like they've been stepping up a little bit and getting a little better. So maybe they're gonna try to give Dallas a run if Dallas falls off a little bit. I don't see it. But they definitely looking like a wild card team at this point because the Vikings looking like they don't run it. But anyway. It was last year with our government. At least bring up Wyatt Davis. Struggling. Why is he not up?
So with that said, who do you have? The Chargers or the Eagles?
I already called it. I already said it.
This might have to just be a Vikings episode, I think, because
I told you that's why I tried it before.
I know we're just trying to let it all out before, right? Man, I don't know. The Vikings episode might have been a good 45-minute or on this one. We might be still. Anyway, I got the Chargers. Yeah, we'll just go with that and move on to the next game.
All right, Green Bay headed to KC. Could be a great game. Kansas City is favored by 3 at home.
Some would have said this would have been a Super Bowl preview at the beginning of the season.
You know what I thought really under 50.
55.5.
Oh, you're right. I'm looking at the wrong. But even then, 55.5 seems kind of low for these guys. What do you think?
I don't think so. Not with Green Bay defense.
Yeah? You think they're going to slow up KC?
They could. I mean, I think that what they're going to do is like what they did with the Cardinals and what they kind of usually, I've noticed with them this season is that they hold pretty good for the most of the game. And then like fourth quarter, doesn't matter. Like have the lead or not, they seem to go into a prevent defense type scenario, and then they end up giving those yards and points then. But yeah, I don't 55.5 between these two with the way Kansas City's been playing lately. Honestly, I think Kansas City's got figured out. I think this is what happened to Andy Reid in Philly.
He got his offense pegged.
They got his offense pegged. And you saw it in Philly. You're seeing it happen in Kansas City now. Yeah. So I think he just got figured out again, and I hope that's not a detriment to the offensive coordinator. I keep butchering names today. Bieniemy. I still think he should be a head coach in this league, but anywho.
He's got some dirt. Like, I remember I was talking, I wanted Bieniemy too, but I heard there's some dirt on him, and that's why he always gets blackballed at the end, is because no one can overcome the dirt.
There's that one thing that's going to come out.
I think it's like 3 things.
Wow.
Like, it's not even like something little. Like,
yeah, apparently not,
I'm
because...
not going to speak out of turn, because I don't know all this.
We won't go into that anyway, but I don't know.
I mean, you would think there's a reason, because the way that offense has looked for a couple years, you would think.
Right.
Like you said.
Right. You know. So... in talking and hearing myself, what I was just saying, I actually had Kansas City picked for this win, but I'm switching that up to Green Bay. Again, like I just said, I think the offense is figured out. Green Bay does have a decent defense. They do produce. They do hit hard.
We'll see.
They slack a little bit, but I'm going to give it to Green Bay on this one.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with Green Bay too. Hate picking them, but we're going to pick them because I really think they're going to win that one. So
yeah,
it should be a fun game.
All
right, on to the next. We got them Cardinals going to the division rival San Francisco 49ers, who just pulled off a win. Arizona's favored by 2.5 only, with a
only
over under.
Favorite for being 7-1, being a 2.5 point favorite, but
maybe 6-2, but okay.
But yeah, that means you'll be 4-4. What was I saying? Oh yeah, 2.5 favorite for a 7-1 team. But I understand though, because with the injuries to the Cardinals, Kyler Murray has a ankle situation. I think it was just a minor sprain, but still.
Yeah, I saw that at the end of the game.
He was in a boot.
Like he went down pretty hard.
He was in a boot, and his shoulder is coming up in question again now too. They are down to their third string center.
Yeah, so
that was a big impact in the Packers game on that part. I get it, but I'm still going Arizona.
I was gonna say it's funny that you still end up picking them, and I'm actually gonna go with San Francisco. I think they're getting it rolling a little bit. Garoppolo settling down. They haven't been running out the other quarterback.
True.
So I'm thinking
he's injured. I thought he got injured.
I thought he was all right, but they just haven't done it since then.
Yeah, no, he got injured.
I mean, I think it's a bad deal, though. If you're not going to put him out there for quarterback, he's not a damn running back. All you're doing is
hurting him.
His potential, right?
Right.
He's just out here for gadgets. It's like, why give him the shots?
Right.
So, personally, I think it's smart to keep him out. Let him develop. If he's developing, let him develop. If Garoppolo's your guy, then roll with Garoppolo. But who am I? Anyways, on to the next game.
Moving on, we got the Sunday night game. Tennessee Titans minus King Henry versus the LA Rams with the newly acquired Von Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Does he or does he not play?
He plays for sure.
You think he plays?
He's up to speed, and what do you need to tell Von Miller to do? You're coming off of this edge.
True.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're coming off of that edge.
Although I've been hearing a lot of talk with Von Miller, he's kind of lost a step. I mean, they only gave up a second and third rounder. I mean, that is kind of high for Von. I'm thinking about second and third for Von Miller.
Not for where the Rams are going to be picking. So from that point,
that's true.
It's closer
too. So it is closer to a third and a fourth.
Yeah, but it's still a second and a third.
Still a second and a third.
Still beating out them compensatory picks, so it's actually probably they're solid seconds.
Yeah,
those are good picks. Those are two starters.
I don't know. I had Von Miller.
Starters for Von Miller, as you said, who lost a step.
Who's lost a step? Yeah.
You can't get mad at Denver. I think that was a good move for them.
Oh, for Denver, definitely, yes. For Denver, yes.
I personally feel the Rams overpaid a little bit, especially come next year when it's like, damn, we ain't got nobody. But they trying to shore it up this year. They ain't playing. They like, man, we got our quarterback finally. We still got Donald, Ramsey. Now we put Miller on that next level. You can't double them all, man. You can't. They got players. They got
Brocco. Yeah, that's why the Rams are still in top, top defense in the league.
Yeah, so 54.
Not like Washington football team that I kept top 5 defense.
Yeah.
Anywho, my bad. Pristine.
So I'm going to go with the Rams. I think Tennessee isn't done, though. I do want to say, I think Peterson's going to come back and do pretty good in that offense. I think they'll get it moving. I do think Peterson still has a step left. He's always been like a man child. Yeah, just one of those. He's like Derrick Henry beta. You know what I mean? Like Derrick Henry is Derrick Henry. He was a beta version.
Adrian Peterson was the Derrick Henry prototype.
Yeah, right. That's what so it can be done with John. Okay.
Oh, just add another 20 pounds and he's unstoppable.
Can you imagine? Yes, we can. So
anyway,
they took him out of the lab. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rams easy on that one.
Yeah, defense again on that one there too. And I think the same for Tennessee. Tannehill's gonna have to earn that paycheck. He's not that type of quarterback. He's a manager, but he's not that quarterback. But
I agree. So definitely got the Rams. I also got the under on this one. Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, 54.
Yeah.
Woo! With the Rams favorite 7.5. Yeah. Without Henry.
Peterson just got there, so there's no way he's going to be ready to go.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's almost a lock of the week right there.
On that, yep. I think we both agreed on that one.
All right, so that takes us over to Monday night. Last game of the week. This is going to be a old school football game.
Of course,
for sure.
Battle of the Midway, but not in the Midway. They coming to us. They coming to Three Rivers.
Got the Chicago Bears heading into Pittsburgh for Monday night. Pittsburgh coming off an emotional win.
Here we go.
Pittsburgh is still favored by 6.5 at home with a 40 over-under.
Here we go.
I'm just going to get mine out the way quick. I'm sure you'll want to rant a little bit. So I'm going to go with Pittsburgh in an ugly, ugly game. 13-3, but we'll take it.
Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Pittsburgh's go to the Super Bowl. Maybe not this year, but anyway, they're gonna kick Chicago's ass. I think we'll get into that later. But I know you're hyping up Mr. Fields earlier there in the previous couple games. Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to cover that in the other episode too. Pittsburgh has a Pittsburgh has a history of being very confusing to rookie quarterbacks. I mean, almost any defense, yes, but when you got a 3, and you know what? I can't even say 3-4 zone for this anymore. I don't even think 3-4 is their base anymore. They're in the fucking nickel. No. Their base defense is nickel.
Well, they got to get them other D linemen in there. Man, over here crying and shit.
Anywho.
Is he going to be gone?
Who that?
No, here's my question. This is the right way to phrase it.
Okay.
Because this is how they did Deshaun. If you do not get a trade partner for Ingram before the trade deadline, is he going to be released?
No.
They're going to just leave him on there and let him out?
He was brought in with the intent of being and told that it's going to be a rotational situation.
Has he been rotating in?
The only one who's really not going to be in or who's not in the rotation is TJ Watt. Yeah. Smith is going to be rotated. Ingram's going to be, they're going to be whoever, basically it's who's right in the hot hand and who has the better matchup or what, right. In that sense. But I mean, Highsmith was a rookie last season, so he's still growing. He's developing. He's actually producing. Ingram was in there. He's on a 1-year contract. Okay, sorry. Right. You're the one that said, "Oh, it's like a kid in the candy store." You're the one that got hyped up and excited. We would love to have you. I mean, yes, you bring a different dimension to our team, but the intent was you're a rotational player.
It's hard. Some people don't understand what that means sometimes.
He's used to being that guy on the defense. I get it.
Beast.
He is a beast.
He's a good player on your bench, but I get it. I mean, they don't all get to play.
I mean, the Chargers let you go for a reason, right?
Yeah, if he wanted too much, maybe.
Well, same thing.
But
he's thinking he should be getting TJ Watt time. I mean, you ain't
getting no TJ Watt time.
I'm thinking that's what he's assuming on it, but I don't know. Anyway, you got Pittsburgh favorite 6.5 over under a 40. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I'll get into my rants later on that in my episode, but Pittsburgh is just a little bit on a high right now. They got a groove. They're in a good groove. That old line is clicking. I thought, man, it was going to be a scary thing.
You guys got a good coach, so I can see that continuing on.
Oh yeah,
I got a coach that when those big wins like that happen, there's almost a guaranteed letdown the next week.
See,
so if it was the Vikings in this situation, we'd lose this game for sure. Because we had an emotional high win against Green Bay. I mean, the Browns last week. And now we going into Detroit to shit the bed like we do so often.
Right. And then it's the Bears. Right. And then it's the Bears. You would have the Bears.
I mean, like the Bears. I should have said the Bears.
Just because it's the Bears.
It's the Bears. I forgot you're playing the Bears.
Yeah.
But Matt might not be back either. He was out this week. So
that's going to be a plus there for Ben. Yeah, definitely. That's going to be for the line.
You mean, but not yet.
Man, for Najee too.
Just put 3 bodies on Smith. That's what you guys put. 3 linemen, dedicate them. You. I got him.
You're on Smith,
and then you'll probably be. So
we'll see. I don't know. I like it. Pittsburgh's favored by almost a touchdown. I'm not so sure about that one.
You're at home though. It's at home. You get them 3.
It's at home. But you know me.
Yeah, you're
gonna wave that. It don't mean a thing if you ain't got 6 rings. All right, so that's what we got for, was it week 9? Man, moving along, yes. It's going to be, next thing you know, we're going to start doing playoff picks on Super Bowl. And
yeah, we got time.
We'll get there.
I don't know about them Vikings. They ain't trying.
We'll see how it goes. With Pittsburgh, that division's open up now.
Yeah, well, thanks for checking us out, stopping by, like, subscribe, tell your friends.
Tell your mama's friends.
Cousins, friends.
Go tell Knucklehead over there around the corner.
you want. Let them know.
Right?
We out here. So, shout out.
Chavez.
I'm Nathan.
Here we go.
Here we go.